Evening everyone. I think we might be having a few technical difficulties with internet at the moment, but I hope we're all well. I'm hoping the stream is still live. I've got a big hammer ready at the moment for someone if they're not careful. So welcome along Farm Life 1174 and Nathaniel and Hospitality Services. So we are having a change of map tonight. The MP. I have a cold again at the moment, so you'll have to put up with me at the moment. So what we've got now, we've changed the MP map. Just a small change. Hey Liam, how are we doing? So after a little discussion with Milton, wherever he is, over the last week where I've spoke to him, we decided the other map we're using was just far too big, the field, so we have to change to this one. Roughly translates to somewhere in Thuringia. Welcome along Milton, I can see you're busy. We've got more of a variety of field sizes on this one, as you can see. They're not all massive fields, we've got lots of smaller ones. This map was designed for MP servers. So there's already some farms set up on this one, but no one owns anything. So my plan is not to actually use some of these other farms. So you see at the moment, this is a German map obviously. We've got a good selection of farms on here. We're just going to be using Gav's farm, funnily enough. But we need to set everything up tonight. I've still got some more mods to put in here. We need to put the global mod in here. It's somewhere in Thuringia, AS Farming TV. I can't pronounce its actual name, but that's what it translates to. It's off the FBM website. We've got a problem with Restream. Hold on, let me just sort something out here. Restream has decided it wants to play up tonight. So let's let it play up. Let me just see if I can reboot it. My internet is still not stable at the moment, so I'm having a few technical difficulties. It's saying it can't find the channels, yet it's sending chat through, so we know that's not true. And everything is connected, and I'm looking at everything here, so there's something funny going on. If it's still gonna play up, I'll alter things. Right. I can't actually do anything about that, it seems. Right, if anyone's on Twitch, I aren't going to be able to see your messages at the moment. Let me just have a look. I've just got YouTube chat on the screen at the moment. I can't use Restream chat as it's decided it wants to die tonight. I see something in the air. Are we away again? Oh, I think we might be working now. So can everyone see the chat and the stream now? Fingers crossed. Right, so back to the map, which is still loading in. It's another fourfold map, so we've gone for a big one again. I'm at this farm here. We have a look at what crops we've got around, and we've got to change all the machinery out. I've got to put the global company mod on here because there's production on this map. That's not going to work until I've got that mod on. This server was basically set up in the last hour. So we're going to be buying some various size fields, but I think we need to have a look around the map first this time. And also see what machinery we actually own. So these will be going. We're not using standard combines, we've got the class DLC, so we're going to make use of it. The 2 drills, we might keep them. That one I think will change out. So if anybody wants to join this, they'll now need to be, I think I put level 3 in Discord, or have made some contribution to the channel by supporting in some way, being in streams, that sort of thing. I don't mean financially, because I don't expect that people to pay to join anything. That plough's definitely going, we're not using that thing, no way. Not having that on there. Tractor wise, well, looks like we've got more kit. That can go. That can go. Looks like we're going to be selling a bit of machinery. Yes, they can go. You red. They can definitely go. What's in the other one? What is in the other barn? What's hidden behind door number 1? So anyone who's been on the other MP, the big German map we were doing earlier in the week, has already got access to this. So Thomas has got access if he's lurking in the background anywhere. So I know he's not level 3 yet. But this server will be staying up this time. Hence why I've changed the rules slightly. Okay, Milton, not a problem. Right, so let's have a sell up here. So that can go. I think we'll keep the cramp trailer. I will turn the traffic off on here in a moment. I'm hoping I'll be streaming tomorrow, but as you can probably hear by my voice, it is not the best at the moment. Keep those 2 drills for now. We'll change that one out. And that one. Definitely want a bigger sprayer than that. There's a lot of stuff in here we don't need. We'll keep those 2, we'll get rid of that one. Obviously gotta have some class tractors on here. I have put 1 or 2 mod tractors in, there's nothing private this time. Right, so first things first, let's get a vehicle to have a quick look around the map with. I haven't put anything vehicle wise in yet. It was either get the server going quickly or we wouldn't be streaming tonight, so I thought we'd just get going with what we had. So might put the Land Rover on here as a vehicle. So let's have a look round. So the shop actually has no buildings at it there, but our farmyard is right opposite the shop. We picked this one. I thought it'd be the easiest one for us. So we're going to see what fields we can find. This is a map I have looked at a very long time ago. We can have livestock on here. If someone does really want to have their own farm on here, I won't stop them. But that will be a case that we will be doing contracting for you. So we've got sunflowers nearby. We'll have to see what crop fields we've got as to where we're going to buy stuff. Interesting. The server is still loading, so it's a little bit twitchy still. So I can't even attempt to look at the FPS yet. We've still got steering lag, so I know the server isn't loaded yet. Yet we've got the farm with that capability. I haven't put seasons on here, but the map is seasons prepared. So I thought it'd be more fun without seasons. But I'm open to what you guys want to do as well. Whether you want to do a seasons MP for the server. I know that'll take more input from everyone, so I might take some of the fun out. We've got no zombies today, so we should be safe. So it looks like we've got another farm with machinery as well. Another farmyard up here. There are a few issues with this map I've noticed, but nothing too major. Evening David, how are we doing? So this looks more like forestry setup on this one, as well as grass and smaller kit. Let's just say Gav would be better if it's cold and stayed away and not come back. So we've got smaller fields through here. Looks to me like the traffic may have been doctored, because that is shifting. So we need to be careful. They have definitely speeded the traffic up. We really need to be careful. Because if one of them hits us, it's going to be more interesting. The only thing that concerns me if I put seasons on here is how people are going to want to play it so much if that's got to be taken more seriously. So this is a complete new separate server to the existing ones. I think I can manage without that, Milton, funnily enough. So we've got a mixture of fields, as you can see. There's some nice big ones up here. There's a lovely big potato field there. Even I'm not mental enough to take that field on. Not full of enough Sudafed for that challenge yet. But that is a big field. Mind you, so's that one. No, I think sped up traffic is actually better. That field I think we'll have. I feel a big maize harvest coming on. We shall need some players. Anyone up for it? Seems how we never got round to maize harvest elsewhere when we had that one up. So this is an 8-slot server. Let's find out what happens if one of them hits us, shall we? Okay. Hasn't quite catapulted us everywhere. So we're next to field 8. Or field 10 rather. So we're up here and our farm is down here, which is cows, as you can see. So field 10 will be one we own. We're going to need some more money. definitely gonna need some more money. What other crops have we got knocking around? So we'll have smaller fields as well. Yeah, I haven't, to be honest, either. I think we've done that one multiplayer for the Arthur's Farm one, and that's about it with Forage Harvester. I feel a good chance to do a big maize harvest coming on. So lots of woodland on here as well. Could try and get fields in various parts of the map to make it more of a challenge to us. Field 38, so we've got 3 fields. I think that'll do us to start with. Plus, of course, we need to buy the farmyard. Probably some grass as well, thinking about it. So field 66, 65. Forage harvesters don't work very well in single player, do they, to be fair? Should have known these fields would be expensive. So that gives us barley, wheat, grass and maize field. So we'll be setting up for a maize harvest. How many forage harvesters we use depends on how many people join. Or have we got some lag? It's making it incredibly hard to steer with this lag. I think we turn the traffic off in a moment. Oh, I can see what's going to happen. Can't actually steer the truck. I've got a big grass field up here. Nice big grass field actually, but it's not ready to harvest. We'll have a look at the 2 we've bought before we make a decision on field 61. Some deep water there, so if anyone buys a Vulture I'll stick it in there. So if anyone does decide to set up a farm on here or join one of the others, I will have to cheat some money into it for you. As you can see, everything is very, very expensive. That's just old age, Milton. It's nothing to do with oldies, that's old age. So I'm not going to go around buy points, sell points and everything on this map. We'll do that as we're playing it. But we'll start setting the farm up with machinery. Oh, diddums. I'm not back to work until next Wednesday. He has a few days off. Luckily. Right, so it's one of our grass fields on the left here. So it's quite a large one actually. And another one on the right up here, which is a smaller one. That one is ready to cut. So I'll probably whip that one off for hay. What have they sped these vehicles up to? That's 60k, 40 miles an hour. So, we've got one trailer in there. So this is the map's actual name up there. If anyone wants to find it. All I'll tell you is it's on uploaded. So it's taken me a little bit of sorting to get this downloaded. Got a small grass field there as well. Which if we don't own it, we're about to. You will get to pick tractor as well if you join. There are some problems with silos on here, as you can see. There's some fill plane issues with them, unfortunately, but we're not going to be using them, so I'm not too worried. So, wrong button, let's try that one. Go back to lands, we'll just have that little one in there as this grass right next to the farm. Right, forage harvester first then we're going to need. So there's only one option really. We'll go for a big 980 on the wide Mitas tires. Okay, I'm 74. So we'll go for the extra large pipe, because that means the trail drivers will be able to keep a little bit further away from me. Header wise on that, we'll go for the biggest one. Trailers, we've got one of the cramp ones on here. It's a 39-200. Mod ones I put in the broken triaxle. Which, if that's spec'd up for silage, is 30,000. I think we'd better have big class ones. I don't know about you guys for silage. Expect the only map big enough to get away with using them on 51,000 litres. But I don't think they fit the forage harvester. So what tractors shall we get to pull those trailers? I've also got to put a shuttle control mod on here and guidance steering. .960s. So I don't think this will go on here. So we'll put some sort of shuttle mod on here before next time. Especially how laggy this is. It's making it incredibly hard to control the vehicles at the moment. Yeah, that ain't gonna fit, didn't think it did. Whereas that, we don't need that at the moment. So 960s. Want them on wide wheels, of course. There's a possibility. No, it doesn't have to be class only. We got the 960s because that's what David suggested we get. No one else suggested a brand of tractor or tractor to buy. If someone said fast track, it would have been a fast track as well. He does seem to have a bit of a Steiger obsession there. Might permit a quad track. Certainly is. They make the quad tracks. So anyone who is going to join this, if there's any mods you'd like added, there's the relevant place you'll be able to see in Discord. So as I said, anyone who's got access to the existing MP has got access to this. Anyone who's got access to the Oakfield MP has access, as do any of my admins. Well, I think that's fairly good. Right, so someone wants a big plough by the sound of it. No cheaty ploughs. That's two of our carting tractors sorted. We have one forage harvester, two carting tractors. So we're going to want another tractor for the third trailer. 7R. Could give us a little tiny 6R. What I looked at in today's video. Clamp at the farm we're at, David, I think. Fast track. Okay, we'll have one fast track then. Again, knowing how that behaves on that big trailer, we better stick a bit of ballast on the front of it. But not yet. I have no idea for the ballast weight, and it's not on here at the moment. Don't you think that would look good with a cherry white block on the front of it? Haven't got them installed, Milton. I'll put the cherry white block on the server. More lag. Put a cherry white block on this one. So I think we've got a silage clamp up and around the back here. Let's have a look while we're on our way around. Slurry pit. If we haven't got a silage clamp, we'll have to make one. Muck heaps, pig farm. Okay. Silage clamps at BGA, they will do quite nicely. I think we'll be able to fill them. 4 clamps up there, near enough to the cow farm as well not to cause us an issue. So I'll have a look around the back there in a moment, see if I can find another silage clamp. I doubt it, given how close to the BGA we are. What do we want on the pit then? Yeah, we haven't actually got a shovel yet. Or is that a hint as well? So we're going to need something on the silage clamp. We've got a clamp round here as well. So we'll fill that one first. Just right next to the cow yard. Where is the silage blade then? Said we'd got a silage blade somewhere. Spoil sport. I had something else in mind. There's a silage blade and compactor somewhere around this place. So where is it? Not in there. Not in that shed. Grow barn. Milking parlour. Nicely detailed one. I was thinking maybe Xerion with blade and compactor on it. I didn't sell them, so they're about here somewhere. Let's see if we can find them. Biogas plant. I think the Xerion might have been a bit quicker for us than the shovel. Depends what you guys have to say about that. I thought the Xerion might fit in quite nicely on there. Be a bit quicker to compact with, I thought, if we could use these instruments up here. Must be down the back here somewhere. There we are. Is that the baby one? If that's the baby one, we don't want the baby one, we want the big one. Yeah, we don't want that one. We want that one. Hey Josh, how are we doing? Question is, who's going to volunteer to go on the pit when we do it? Now, I suppose if we've got to keep 1174 happy, he wants a big plough and a Steiger. Well, we can do the big plough. We can definitely do the big plough on this map. Steiger wise, however, we end up with a quad track. So it's a Steiger in case clothing with tracks. I will remember in a moment I haven't put a shuttle control on here. Yeah, if only we did, Milton. Alright, so we have a big plough and a case-badged Steiger on tracks. So we have some red on here. We haven't bought combines yet. We're getting down in money now. So this is another map which takes forever to load up when you join it. In fourfold. that was going to be one of the next things we looked at. Sprayer wise, I think there's only really one option on here for doing that. Size these fields are. Let's have a look. Fertilisation. So field 25 is ours. Field 38 is ready to harvest. I better just turn that off while we're getting set up. So the grass fields are fully fertilised. That's interesting, Josh. Field 25 needs fertilising, field 38 needs fertilising. Field 10 needs another dose as well. So what method of putting fertiliser on shall we go for? Because I think we only really have one option with fields this big. And that's this one. I think anything else is just going to take too long. Because I haven't put the spray rate mod on yet either. So you need the variable spray rate added as well. So I've not got access to Discord at the moment, so if one of you who's got access to the MP in there wants to sort of list some of these. So we'll buy that. We'll buy some fertiliser. As I can't see who joined at the moment, if you want to join my farm, it's the first name you see under the farm as the password. First name you see who's playing on the farm at the moment, 1174. 3-letter word, just a clue. So as the grass is fertilised, I suppose we should buy a set of mowers as well. So we'll get on with that. Wouldn't usually use this one, but it's only one that's really sensibly big enough to operate on this map. On a lot of the fields. Just go in here for a sec. Just sort the other bit out on here. Right, so mowers we're going to need. We've got one field of grass ready to cut. Probably use one of the 960s for them for now. So they're just sitting there. So got a set of class mowers at the shop. So the reason it's not going to be a fully open MP this time is if I'm going to leave the server up all the time, we haven't got time to police it with troublemakers. So we're going to have a few limitations on it. Nothing too tight on there, but just the odd limitation to keep it under control. Still a relatively small channel anyway. Obviously anyone caught causing trouble will be banned. It's a nice small field here to get done first. Get this fully fertilised, it should keep the clamps full. So if anyone who's playing on here wants any other specific mods, all they've got to do is ask and we'll try and find them, providing they're MP compatible. So far we've got guidance steering, global company mod, cherry weight, shuttle control, variable spray rate. Nope, this is our own field. Yeah, guidance steering, that'll be coming on here. I think the problem is the make of the laptop, Josh. Personally. From experience with that brand. Dell are good, but Dell use very specific components, unfortunately. Yep. My last gaming PC was a Dell, which worked very, very well and was modifiable in certain aspects, but didn't like if you start messing around with certain components. CPU, no problem. Hard drives, oh dear, did that cause me some headaches when I tried to change a hard drive. Just adding one fine, but changing the operating system to another hard drive was a nightmare. And everyone I spoke to put it down to it being a Dell. I was just using a second hard drive on it for storage, it wouldn't be a problem, so I was trying to change the SSD from HDD. What caused the issue? They use very specific software in them. So VF has said he's not streaming tonight, so we're going to keep going. If he'd been streaming I would have stopped. He's getting his stuff together for the weekend. I've been keeping an eye for whether he's going to stream or not, so I know he's away this weekend. Yeah. If I can survive long enough, Milton, or my voice survives long enough. I've still got to upload tomorrow's video yet, which will be another mod review, not the driving lanes one. Those in my Discord will have seen I had fun and games when I tried to record the video on that. Just twice the length I intend it to be. If you can, Josh, build it yourself, be my recommendation. Buy the components and build your own. That's what I've done this time around. Spread at 1174, that's going to be for hay. So we'll be tedding it anyway. I forgot how much damn fertiliser this uses if you haven't got that variable rate mod in. Yeah, they are fairly decent. Just a couple of little glitches with them, that's why I've actually put them on the server. Yeah, if you want to build your own, just look through Amazon and keep an eye on their various offers that are going on. Of course, we've got Black Friday coming up this month as well. I'll try and get Restream chat back up this end in a minute because I can't actually see if anyone's on Twitch from here as it went down. Don't know what BT done earlier in the week with our broadband, but it's been playing up all day. Yeah, new egg as well, I guess. It's not a site I've used, but I think others have. Okay, Milton. Thank you. See if I can get it back up on screen this end. It's like having a bit missing when part of your streaming software decides to conk out on you. I think our easiest way to spray this without GPS is to stick to the rows. Yeah, Twitch can be a problem for some people. I had a bit of a sort out in my PC and found out what's causing some of the problems with it. I no longer have Adobe Photoshop on here. Not having their backdoor software running in the background caused me problems. So the screenshots and thumbnails look a bit differently in future. And as I half expected, because the graphics are playing up a little bit, Nvidia had done an update this week. So some new drivers. So anyone who's got Nvidia, just have a look at GeForce Experience, because there's some more new drivers came out on the 29th. Or at least there is for the RTXs. Problem I was having with Adobe is when you have their creative software on here, they have some constant updating type software running which you can't deactivate, and it was using quite a bit of memory when running in the background. If I ended the task, it relaunched itself not long afterwards, which was the problem. There's no way of turning it off, what I can make out. So I've cancelled my Adobe subscription, and they can find someone else to play the game. It's using nearly just over a gigabyte of memory when that was running. Bit of googling says I'm not the only unhappy person with it. A lot of unhappy users with that bit of software, all complaining of the same thing: massive memory use causing issues in other areas of the PC. The only way to know if you're having issues with that is to get your task manager up and have a look at what's running. When I was seeing figures of 1,000, 1,500 megabytes, I was not happy. Dare I ask, 1174, what have you done? Yeah, I'm having that issue as well. There'll be one added. I keep going for the gear stick beside me. I've just done it again. So we will be adding shuttle mod of some description in here. Probably the enhanced vehicle one again that I was using. Not too keen on putting one off GitHub on here. At least we now know this maize will be fully fertilised for harvesting. But will 3 trailers be enough? Hey JD Gaming, how are we doing? So we better go and get some more fertiliser. Oh, not too bad. Surviving, I think is the best way to put it. Traffic off. So we're near the gate onto the potato field. Should be. Hey Craze Gunner, how are we doing? This is somewhere in Thuringia. Big 4-fold German map. Specifically designed for MP servers. Not perfect, but it's functioning. It'll do what we want it to. Should be able to find me on their same name. So I was wrong last night, I'm at 49 followers, I thought we were at 50. You might have to install a few fertiliser points around the map and seed points. Just wondering what we've got field point wise in the yard. Thanks for the follow over there, Josh. So that's the name of the map on the sign there. Oh yes, a lot of vodka we made. There's another field next to where the shop is here on these cutting. Small one. She's going round and round getting lost. Yeah, I guess that was yourself over there. Certainly did. So the plan for this weekend for me was going to be sheeting a polytunnel, but we've got 50-mile-an-hour winds forecast for tomorrow, so I don't think that's going to happen. Otherwise I might be joining Milton on his island, how strong those winds are. Well, the direction they're going probably end up in 1174's garden. Should be enough in there to finish that field now. So I add all those other mods in tonight. Get this server set up properly. If it's going to be wet and miserable tomorrow morning, we might do a morning stream. For those who want to join this, get into my Discord, start chatting and get your levels up. Get some life into the Discord, or more life into it. So he's by a tedder, a rake and the baler, yep. Those who had access previously to the admin side of this, of the MP servers, the password is the same as well. To be able to save it or alter settings, etc. So it's the same one as the Oakfield. Admin. Evening Elite, how are we doing? So I suppose if we're really desperate we could take on that potato field. We really could take on that potato field. Who's we first want to scream in terror? And look at her. Think of the fun we could have. Ah, glad someone's good. Restream is well and truly up the spout tonight, shall we say. The chat is working now, but the count is on, nothing else is on there. Let's see if there's a contract on it. What field number is it? field 11, are we? Yeah. Yeah, field 11. No. Field 19 is 12.97 and 42 is 6.5. So where's 19 at 12.97? Well, that's 12 hectares. Or just under 13. Yes. That's going to fit in there a few times. No, spoil sport. Could have had 6 of us on potato harvesters on there. That's got to be something like 50 plus 60 hectares plus. Must be. So I'm hoping you've been able to get on your farm this week, David, with the weather, how it's been. I know we've missed the odd bit on here. Yeah, easily 100 plus acres of spuds there. I'm running out of juice at the moment. Ah. Have you needed a chain? Yeah. We may need a cheaty potato harvester with an adapted width. Something like 100 metres. And a 2 million litre hopper for that field. Those Varitrons just aren't big enough. You need a trailer beside them all the time. Seems quiet for a Friday night again. Nice to see you guys on console got tram lining now. Ah, I see. Don't tell me the power harrower had a crumbler roller on it. Or a coil packer. I don't know which one of them two is worse if that's wet. The man in charge say it's dry enough, I've walked on it. I haven't, Elite. I've recorded one today and had issues with it. Yeah. You always know if they say those words, prepare for the worst, don't you? We did point out to my old boss one day when he said it to us that unless he'd put on a considerable amount of weight, there's about 8 ton of difference between the two of them. Hey Chris, how are we doing? You'll see that you have access to get on here if you want to, Chris, in Discord. Oh, that ain't the issue I had. The discs disappeared for me. Yep, there's a mod list in there. There'll be some more mods added later tonight. This was set up just before I went live at 7:10. I don't know where they went. But I couldn't track down what caused it, so it's got to be a glitch in the mod itself. I blame GPS to start with, because that happened when I turned that on. You'll see when I put the video out over the weekend. Probably Sunday, I think, that one. Yeah, that's got a nice feel to this map. Well, that's not going to happen. Yeah, that's a nice little mod, that Amazon drill. I get the feeling there could be a large quantity of spring cereals planted in this country at the moment. But I haven't watched Millennial Farmers videos regularly for the last few weeks. We're not the only ones having problems. We've seen his of this week particularly. The combine sliding sideways. The grain cart's getting stuck. Yeah, I haven't watched the first videos for a little while. I started watching them again a couple of weeks back when I was ill last time around. Well, that works. So I was planning on covering the polytunnel tomorrow, but with 50-mile-an-hour winds that ain't gonna happen. But I need to rotivate where the polytunnel is, so I'm a little bit concerned about doing that as well. How wet the ground is. How do you remove 120 kilos of stuck rotavator if it's too wet? That's sunk. The answer is with great difficulty, I imagine. Currently looking at the forecast at the minute. I think Monday's looking like polytunnel covering day. Just leaves the weekend to tape it and trench it. And rotivate it, weather permitting. Plan is to dig the two side trenches, then rotivate the bit between the polytunnel hoops before it's covered, so I don't put the rotavator through the pole thing. See, I'm quite clever at times. Did go up there today, check there's nothing lying around what could blow through the greenhouse tomorrow or cause a problem. I've been busy, Chris, as I think is the answer. I'm back to doing 4 days a week at the moment. So this week I've been up near Wells on Monday, but Sudbury on Tuesday, and near Clacton for the last 2 days. I was up there this morning at 10 o'clock. My cold seems to have come back in the last couple of days as well, which ain't helping matters. Sort of come back. It's a cold, but it's not a cold this time. I just got a cough. Oh yeah, good. So far this week I think I've done 700 miles. Last week I was out 4 days as well. Next week I'm only working Wednesday and Thursday, so I've got a few days to myself. Back into busy season now. I'll normally be up there on a Friday, I should think. Work always does go quiet September, October time. Got a day at a cannabis farm next week. Again. Everyone knows about it, so it's pointless me not mentioning it. Anyone who reads the press would know about it, even in the foreign countries. Because the world's press have been trying to break into the place. Not too bad then as MOTs go. Could have been worse. It's one thing I don't have to deal with at the minute. Having a new truck. 3 years before that's due. Don't actually had an MOT on the vehicle for 3 years now. Always serviced every year and checked over, but not MOT'd. What should you actually fail on then, Chris? Anything major or just lots of little bits? I'll be going for another 20 minutes or so tonight. That's about all my voice can take now. Especially as I run out of drink. Right, that's our maize field sprayed, ready to harvest over the weekend. These multiplayer streams will probably once, maybe twice a week. We will see. Still looking into the possibility of adding console to the channel as well. Yeah, I think I might add the MF shed pack on here. How are we actually doing with FPS? Ain't too bad, giving us a 4-fold map. High 50s. Cope with that, especially in cab. So we've still got to buy 2 combines. Well, that's dipped. Thought it might. There's a lot going on in this bit. Has got my modified crop densities running as well. We're going to need some straw. We've got a field ready to harvest. Ah, emergencies aren't good. Hope the emergency weren't 2 of the kids try to kill each other. Right, so we have some tedding we need to be doing on here. I'll sort of tether out. Ah! So those 2 fields going high, what have just been cut. So I'll sort of tractor and tether out. And then obviously we have to rake one up as well. So we'll have the Pottinger tether. And rake wise, knowing what the baler pickups are like, I think we'd better just go for the 9-metre one so we don't miss so much. I know exactly what tractor we're going to put on the rake for 1174 to use, as he likes it. I think it'd be rude if it's not to, wouldn't it? One raking tractor. And I'll sort out a tedding tractor. So John Deere or Class is the option. little six R's here. $155. Oh, one for each this time. Oh dear. I'll be on Tedder 1174. I think we're gonna have one different tractor on here. I'm not gonna run all class. I know this tractor's got the odd issue with it, but they're quite nice tractors. Just imagine how much better it'd be if I remembered to put shuttle mod in here. Let's hope this rake's actually going to work on here with the terrain. Let's try that again. The main problem with these tractors is the dynamic hoses are a bit iffy on some implements. Ooh. This is going to be fun if we're getting that sort of lag. At least with FS we don't have to dig a power harrow out with a fork if it turns rainy on here. So we've got that for us, haven't we, David? I used to have a furrow press, what I used to do that with coils on it. Parked it in a pond more than once to let it soften up and fall out easier. In the end I told him I wouldn't use the press if it was wet. I went digging it out again. I did nickname my old furrow press Spawn of Satan at one point. Just caused me so many problems. We'll just get this field done, and I think that's probably where we'll be finishing for tonight. Yeah, I used to park mine in a pond when that blocked up. Makes a big difference to cleaning it out, funny enough. Ooh, that's a good bit of frame rate issue. presuming that might be yourself who's liking my Facebook posts, David. Oh, I'm completely way off the mark. The 1174 is taking the same approach on the headlands as I do, turn the rake off. I thought it might be. Did think it probably was. Yeah, mine always used to bung up in the middle and not the outside edges. My ring press. The Lincoln was okay, it was the Dowdeswell one I had before was the problem. That thing was a nightmare for blocking up and breaking, cleaning chains. Just can't get ready for when we put cows on there at the moment. So these will all be baled up the quadrant. FB Milton. Actually got screenshots tonight to use for future thumbnails, so we better change that. I found my lamp come on with the rubber strips are fairly good at cleaning in the wet. I don't actually ever remember blocking that one up. The Dowdeswell one with the chains in what was forever blocking. That's one field done. 90cm rings and that one you just put up there, are they, Dave? Mine was a double 70, what I had. .90 pulls fairly easily, doesn't it, from memory, from what people said. The bigger rings once you get them moving. Just happened to have my phone in my hand while I see you posted the picture. Take too long to do this one as well. Yeah, the 70s are harder to pull, apparently. That's what I was told. And I had plenty of horsepower on mine, so that wasn't a problem. Puma power. Yeah, mine was supposed to be 165, but we think it might have been a bit more than that. It behaved more like 200. That's what it's supposed to boost to. Okay, catch you later, 1174. I'll be finishing in a couple of minutes anyway. The server's going to stay up for those that have access. I'll put another channel in Discord for those that have access, just so we can put any jobs in there what need doing on here. I think if we can get this MP going right, it'll be a good one. Especially when one starts another farm on here. Although it's come on quite a long way again in the past couple of years, since I last had one on demo. We weren't overly impressed with. Well, the tractor was alright, it's its brakes we weren't impressed with, the lack of them. The bit where he tried to stop at 50k and it wouldn't stop. Has the chat gone down again? I can see a big red blob on the screen again. Let's try that again. Feeling Restream is playing up quite badly. So I haven't come on that far then if they're got them. But why on earth has the auto mod held that? I don't think auto mod liked the word niggles for some reason. I can guess why. So those who are still in chat, did YouTube send notifications out tonight? Try to work out why the views are less than good, shall we say. No, I put for 7:10. I think we can see what's happened then. My end said 7:10. So I can see what's happened there. That's exactly what I'd done the other night. Said to put 11 PM that time. Right, that's that field ready to rake up. To get our little 6155 back to the yard. Yeah, YouTube's having a few moments, I think. That's the best way to put it. These two little tractors, well I say little, they're both 150 odd horsepower. They are stockyard ones. So I actually put loads of brackets on this one as well. Class has got them, so we might put them on here for the John Deere loader. So that's the ones they come with. But for now, I think that's where we're going to be finishing for tonight. So I can go and get some more fluids before I have a coffin fit. And we'll have a video at 7 o'clock in the morning. I should be back again at some point tomorrow. Could be in the morning, could be in the evening. We'll see what the weather's doing. I believe the Mad Rabbit from Suffolk has gone live if anyone wants to head on over and support him. So Rabbit Man is currently live, but for now I'm going to say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this stream, and I'll see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.